what I've learned over the last little while is that I have deep empathy for the entrepreneur. And the reason I have deep empathy for the entrepreneur is because, good God, it's a disease. And I know you all know that because it is an absolute disease. It's something that's how many people travel here? How many people have been on a plane and gone somewhere and they come back and said, oh God, I want to go back. I want to go there and I want to go there. And that's a disease because what you've been exposed to, you really can't get away from it. So I call it the disease of entrepreneurship. It means that once you're in there, you can't get out. No matter what you do, you can't get out. And what draws people in there, especially at a Bootstrap, is the energy that kind of comes from this stage of a company. And trust me, there is nothing like this energy that you guys are feeling right now. That's one of the key things that keeps drawing you back. When you step out and you guys become successful as companies and you start to grow and you start to build and you start to build a team and you start to somewhat, I'd say, lose control, not of the company, but of that energy that you had, you kind of look longingly back at the way it was and say, oh, I wish we could just recapture that. And then all of a sudden you think, well, maybe I would love to recapture that, and this is what kind of the evolution of the entrepreneur. And you kind of have that need to start again, and that's part of the bootstrapping process. And when you wake up in the morning, how many people spring out of bed every morning or don't like to go to sleep at night because that energy is there, it's pulsing. You lie in bed at night and you think, oh, I've got to do this, I've got to do this, and I can't wait to wake up in the morning. And if you're feeling like that, you have the disease. You have that bootstrapping disease, and there's no cure for it. Even when you succeed, you'll want to come back to these things. So that's what's being celebrated here this morning, is that energy that you guys have all brought to the community. So I gotta have a fan moment here because I know a lot of your companies, and I follow a lot of your companies, whether you know it or not. So this is a big thrill for me to be here. And what I see out there for you guys is that you're reinventing old business models, the energy that you're bringing to these to the companies that you're doing, the tools that you're using, the way that you're selling. I mean, I would say that 2/3 of these businesses wouldn't have existed 5 years ago. They didn't have the capability to exist 5 years ago. You would have had to have millions of dollars in marketing budgets in order just to generate $1 in revenue. So everything's changing, and you guys are embracing that, and we have to celebrate that today. Or this morning. I will not say tonight again. So what's this award? We have 10 awards here. There were 60 nominations for these 10 categories, and I want to actually we'll start by bringing Bruce Firestone up, Dr. Bruce Firestone, who, as you guys know, is the director of Exploring.org. He's the entrepreneur in residence at the Telfer School of Business Management and the founder of your Ottawa Senators. So I'd like to bring Bruce up if he can start his presentation, and we'll get back into the awards. So here's Bruce.
Well, here's what it's all about, right? The boot. It just is a symbol of what we're all about as entrepreneurs. And Rob, thank you for that introduction. And what an exciting moment it is for people who are here today, who've been nominated to get a boot, to get an award today. I have to tell you that every once in a while, I go and visit a client or a former student office, and they'll say, Bruce, come on in the back. And I say, oh, where are we going? And we go in the back, and there they are. They've got a boot, and they don't throw them out. They keep them, and they show them off in their trophy cases. And some of these former students are running pretty big businesses now. I think the largest about $140 million a year. Many in the $70, $80, and $90 million a year. Some $5 to $10 million, and I think the smallest one I'm tracking is about $85,000 a year. What is bootstrapping? I can tell you that you all kind of intuitively know what it is, but many of you, are doing it without